Hey everybody, Guy Hammond, Strength and Weakness Ministries. We're here to prove that we can love the LGBTQ people in our lives without compromising what the Bible teaches on sexual ethics. A lot of great questions coming in. Thank you very much. Let me respond to this one. It's in regards to a movie that has recently come out called 1946. In it, it makes this argument. The first time the word homosexual actually appeared in any Bible wasn't until 1946 with the publication of the Revised Standard Version. And in the translation of 1 Corinthians 6, 9, and 10, and 1 Timothy 1, 9, and 10, the word that the Apostle Paul uses, arsenokoite, was translated homosexual, but the movie claims that this was a huge mistake. The actual translation should have been turned into sexual perverts, not homosexual. The mistake wasn't recognized for 25 years until 1971, but by then, many translations of the Bible had already followed suit with the word homosexual, and so the damage had been done. Okay, what do we do with this? Well, Paul uses the term arsenokoite to describe men who have sex with men. The Greek word is actually a combination of two Greek terms that are found in the New Testament. Arsene means male, and koite means couch or bed with a sexual connotation. Arsenokoite. Men on a couch or a bed with a sexual connotation. We have a few other examples actually in the Bible where we get the exact same words. So, for example, Paul uses koite, bed or couch, with a sexual connotation in Romans 13:13 when he warns against immorality by saying, let us behave decently in the daytime, not carousing and drunkenness, and not in sexual immorality. Koite. The author of Hebrews in 13:4 uses a term similar, though in a more positive way, when he writes that marriage is honorable in all things and the marriage bed, koite, is undefiled. So Paul's meaning, therefore, is evident when he uses the word arsenokoite. What were the terms that were used before 1946? Men having sex with men, women having sex with women, sodomites and abusers of themselves with mankind. So the term is actually quite accurate. Besides that, languages constantly change, right? Languages are constantly evolving. I mean, the English language does that all the time, even today. So if I were to tell you in this video that I was woke, that would mean one thing today. But just 5 or 6 years ago, if I told you that I was woke, that would just meant that I had gotten out of bed. So there's a prime example of how quickly, language changes. The word homosexual didn't come into the English language until the late 1890s, but that doesn't mean there was no such thing as homosexuality before the 1890s. They used men having sex with men or women having sex with women or sodomites or abusers of themselves with mankind. These phrases still connote what was meant by the modern phrase homosexuality, even if there's no exact biblical equivalent of the English word. In terms of the translators getting it wrong in 1946 and admitting their mistake 25 years later, listen, translators are only human. They make mistakes, especially when they're pressured to agree with others or face public academic shaming, which what was going on in the midst of the sexual revolution of the late 1960s and the early 1970s. As far as the RSV goes, listen, it's an excellent translation, but I think the mistake was made not in 1946, but in 1971, when the translators said that a mistake had been made. Arsenokoite, males on a couch or a bed with a sexual connotation, seems perfectly clear. I think the translation is accurate and the movie is wrong.